I moved to Portland from Utah 5 years ago. I had started looking for places to live and had something secured, and that got out from underneath me the week that I was supposed to move in. She had decided to rent that to someone else right on the spot after already confirming that I could move in, so I had to make a lot of hurried searching and ended up finding a place that I wasn't that excited about, and was able to stay there for a few months before finding an apartment downtown that was in not the greatest apartment building, and it was relatively cheap. I was paying $560 for a tiny studio apartment in an old building downtown, no amenities, nothing. I lived there for a few years before someone bought the building and wouldn't give out year-long leases anymore. They were only doing month to month, and every month they were increasing the rent in hopes of pushing out some of the residents. Then it got to a point where I couldn't reasonably afford the increases, and so I had to start looking. And luckily, I have a friend who lives in a house that's privately owned by a couple who lives in Portland, loves Portland, and has a really nice house in the Irvington Northeast neighborhood, and was able to get a room in there. I have 5 roommates, and we created a bedroom out of the basement in order to make the rent more affordable, so there is a lot of us in the house. But it's definitely, I hear my friends talking about it, and we tried to look at other spaces, and you just can't get anything for a price that's not unreasonable, especially if you're trying to live in an apartment with yourself or as a couple. It's really, really difficult, and the spaces go so quickly, within days, and it just seems like more and more buildings are popping up, but they're also really unreasonably priced for a student and someone who's working and trying to go to school.